God turns harm away. In the heart of the whispering woods, where the moss is as soft as a pillow, lived two little squirrels named Sif and Bree. They spent their mornings chasing sunbeams and playing hide and seek among the giant ferns. The forest felt big, but they always felt small and safe in the dappled light. One afternoon, while digging near the roots of a great oak tree, Sif and Bree discovered a hidden treasure. It was a cache of perfect, shimmering acorns that glowed like gold. "Look, Bree," Sif chirped. "This will keep us full and happy all through the chilly winter." They began to gather them with tiny, busy paws. But high up in the tangled, dark branches of a nearby pine, two grumpy crows watched with narrow eyes. They didn't want to find their own food. They wanted to take what Sif and Bree had found. They whispered to each other, making a plan to swoop down and startle the little squirrels so they could steal the golden acorns. Sif felt a sudden chill in the air. She looked up and saw the shadows of wings moving against the sky. The forest suddenly felt a little bit colder, and the rustle of the leaves sounded like a warning. Bree clutched a golden acorn tightly to his chest, his whiskers twitching with a tiny bit of worry. High above the crows, perched on the highest spire of the great oak, was Silas the owl. Silas was old and wise, and he saw everything that happened in the whispering woods. He saw the crows' unkind hearts and their sneaky plan. He knew that Sif and Bree were too small to fight, but he also knew they were never truly alone. Just as the crows prepared to dive, a soft, thick mist began to roll through the trees. It wasn't a cold mist, but one that felt like a warm, fuzzy blanket. It swirled around Sif and Bree, hiding them from view. Sif pulled Bree under a wide, emerald-colored leaf, and they stayed very still, feeling a strange sense of peace. The crows swooped down, but they couldn't see anything through the shimmering fog. They flapped their wings and croaked in frustration, but the ground where the squirrels had been was now just a cloud of soft white. Confused and unable to find the treasure, the crows eventually gave up and flew away toward the mountains. As the mist cleared and the sun returned, Sif held Bree's hand. She remembered the words Silas the owl often hooted from the heights. "Some people plan unkind things to do, but God sees all and carries through. He stops the harm before it starts and guards his children's trusting hearts. Their plans can never win the day, for God will turn them all away. His love protects us, strong and sure. With him, our safety will endure." Silas the owl drifted down from his high branch and landed softly near the squirrels. He blinked his large, kind eyes at Sif. "You are watched over, little ones," he hooted gently. "Even when you cannot see the danger, and even when you cannot see the help, there is a love that is always standing guard between you and the shadows." Sif and Bree finished gathering their acorns and headed back to their cozy nest in the hollow of the tree. They weren't afraid anymore, because they knew they were part of a much bigger story, a story where kindness is guarded and love always wins. As they drifted off to sleep, the woods whispered a soft lullaby of safety.